and this is the GTR that ran AAM out of business. My name is Brian, and I bought the scam GTR. In today's video, I'll be going over why I bought the GTR, the truth behind it, and I guess what's next for the GTR. So yeah, first off, I just want to start with the car is fine. I drove it from California all the way back to Iowa, and I mean, I don't regret it. It was a fun trip, but I was paranoid just because there was a couple things that kind of stuck out to me where I was kind of like, eh. And my gut also told me not to buy the car, but I still did anyways. But here we are. Already bought it. Can't do anything about it. So yeah, let's dig into this GTR. So why did I buy a GTR? So let me start from the beginning on why I even bought a GTR. So this car has been my dream car since I've been like 13. So that's been about almost 10 years ago. Right now I'm 22 years old, and I saved up enough and sold my last build in order to buy this car. So I work a 9 to 5. I don't do anything crazy. Just wanted to buy my dream car and then make a brand off that. So by the way, if you want to check it out, Built by Brian on TikTok and Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. So let's get into the story of buying this GTR. So a lot of you may be familiar with the video that's already been posted, and I got in contact with the guy after looking at a couple, and eventually we settled on a price, and he gave me the details on the car, and I fell in love with it right away. I mean, it's what I wanted. It's a black edition, so you know, you get the black headliner, black edition wheels, which I didn't get, carbon fiber spoiler, and the Recaro seats. So sadly, this Recaro seat had an engine block on it, so that's unfortunate. And we didn't even have the black edition wheels, but I think this is like a big thing for me. I didn't want another tan headliner. My Q50 had that, and I just didn't want to do that. I like this, and eventually I might add starlights. Don't know yet, but that's later on. But yeah, getting into actually buying it, there was a lot of red flags when it actually came down to it. You know, whereas he seemed kind of clueless, whereas I'd ask him a question and he'd be like, oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't see it before. Like there was like a scratch right here after he telling me the paint was perfect, which again, the paint wasn't perfect. It had, you know, swirls and like a bunch of adhesive patches on it, but I was like, I can handle that with a paint correction, so what. But yeah, a lot of things seemed kind of shady where I should have been like, you know what, let's not buy it. But in the moment, my mind was like, I'm here to buy the car. In my mind, I've already bought the car, and my gut was telling me no, but my mind was telling me yes. This is probably gonna be a horrible like comparison, but it's like when you have that crush and you decide to avoid all the red flags. I mean, you're kind of aware of them, but you're also blind from them. And then eventually, you know, you get your heart broken. So again, it did break my heart finding out like this engine ended up being not the original one. As in, I'm not sure what's in here. That's the bad thing. And, you know, eventually when I did some maintenance on it, there was no air filters. I don't know why I didn't check if there was any. I just had the confidence of there being some. And then oil leaking out of the drain plug. So I did the oil change, and that thing was not tight. So literally I could have probably took it off with my finger. So who knows, maybe that would have came off during my road trip, and yeah. And here's the truth. Did I really get scammed? So I took it to Atlas Tuning Performance, and I had them do a thorough inspection on the car after finding all that out, and just to see if there's anything major I should take care of. So they did a compression test, and of course, I asked them to do a bunch of the different the drivetrain fluids. So that's all taken care of. Compression numbers are healthy. Put them up right there for you guys. Compression is healthy, so that's great to hear. Everything else seemed to have been done properly. They said, I mean, they noticed it was replaced, but honestly, it was hard to tell because everything was done right. So nothing wrong with the engine. So it just kind of sucks that I didn't know, and the guy won't admit that he replaced the engine, but it's good. It's healthy. Nothing wrong with it. And you know, we got the spark plugs done while we did the compression test, so that's already done. Yeah, and then brake fluid seems new. Coolant was low, topped it off, and it's fine now. So yeah, and honestly, the only problem that this car really has is the bell house rattle, which is common with GTRs. I would like to get it figured out once I tune it, but it's not like something I have to take care of now, unless it's bad. But we're good at it for now. As long as it stays stock as it is now, it's fine. After going over the problems, what have we fixed? So again, the biggest problem is the engine healthy? And of course, we figured that out. It is healthy, so that is nothing to worry about at the moment. The oil leak, got that figured out. It was just that being loose. I put a copper gasket on there, so now that holds good. Missing air filters. Got some new air filters in here. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see in there, but there's new air filters in there, so got that done. This was yellowing, but got that all clear now. And we were missing a lug nut, but we already got a new lug nut on here. So I swear I thought I saw one, like all 5 on here when I bought the car, but maybe it just came loose. When I bought it, there was no fender liner here. So I bought these, and for those who have already been following me, this cost me like $800, not including shipping, and the terrorists had to pay for that. So yeah, that kind of sucked. I mean, it would have been nice to get like a carbon hood or something like that, but it is what it is. So the next big thing is just the bell house rattling, but I think we'll get that taken care of at the end of the year once we look into tuning this thing. So eventually I'll be getting down pipes and some blow off valves, which you will need a tune to run. So yeah, that's gonna be adding up to the car. So now that we kind of figured out everything for the car, we got to figure out what's next. So I want to change up how this car looks, since it's been known as the scam GTR. So at the moment, the only thing I've done to make it look different is just the side markers. It used to be orange, but now they're clear, which look a lot better in my opinion. And then the next thing would be figuring out like a cap for this. I don't know. This thing kind of protrudes a little outwards, so I don't even know if I can get a cover on here. Maybe I can get like a bracket to put a plate, but at the same time, I don't want to run a plate, so I'll figure out a solution for that. And then, hold on, let me get a light. Yeah, and of course, we got this, which looks ugly. I absolutely hate that. Maybe we'll get a carbon fiber one, or maybe we just get an entire front bumper. Let me know what you guys think, but I just got the front bumper paint corrected. But maybe I do this year just to change up the front end look, just because I don't like that and that. And I believe there might be some rock chips on here. Yeah, there's some tiny rock chips all over this. So maybe we get it paint matched, or maybe we wrap it. But I love the paint color, so maybe we do paint this. But anyways, let's move on. And then next thing is vents right here. Didn't have any vents. Probably will get some carbon vents just to kind of cover that up. And again, there was a lot of adhesive marks. There's some right here still, actually. Maybe you can see that, maybe not. But it looked like that right here. You guys can kind of see that. It looked like that, just kind of all over the car. Maybe I can find some old videos. But yeah, I had my brother who owns, well, he details, and he got a lot of this stuff off. But there's still some stuff we need to get taken care of. And of course, I know it's dirty. I know it's dirty. I'm aware that the car is dirty. But, you know, we still got to get this thing detailed, cleaned up. Honestly, I haven't really given it a full detail since I bought it. I'm not neglecting it, I swear. But I just been kind of leaving it here while my brother does the paint correction and so whatnot. Moving over to the back. Everything is fine here. All the lights work. Eventually, we're going to move this badge to the original spot just because, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it being right there. I'm going to go back to the Oyen spot. Maybe add the Nissan badge. So, little things to change over time to make it look different. And I do want to get an exhaust system. So, right now, all it has is a mid-pipe. And it's loud, but not loud enough for me. We'll definitely get an exhaust. And then, again, going back to the wheels, they're not bad. They're okay. But we need new wheels. And I feel like that's going to be a big change to the look on this GTR. So, like I said, a lot of you already recognize this car with the wing, GTR badge being right there. And then probably the missing vents, the wheels, and then the front bumper. So we're gonna make little changes over time. You know, I'm a broke 22-year-old with a broken GTR. So yeah. And then eventually going into the interior, probably work on getting this fixed. So I might know a guy who can fix this up for me, but we'll see about that. We're gonna work on the changes over time. If you've had a problematic car or had a car with hidden problems, you already know it's gonna be expensive. So again, this is my dream car, and am I gonna sell it? No. I know it's history, but I want to make something of this. Maybe one day we'll get a body kit. Obviously, in the future, maybe next year, I want to get air suspension on this. So, is it going to be for performance? Is it going to be a show build? I'm going to go more towards the show build area. I will do some performance mods to this, of course, but I do want to take this to shows and show it around. I do enjoy showing people that also admire this car, especially as their dream car. You know, I'm not going to be like, no, or just kind of have an ego towards it. Again, before buying a GTR, try to get in touch with some GTR owners, and kind of every owner I talked to kind of just shrugged, and some kind of give me some tips here and there, but kind of my local area, some of them just kind of ignored me. So I don't want that for any potential future GTR owners maybe in my area. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. And so far, we're going to do our best to maintain and make something of this GTR. So again, my name is Brian. This is my 2015 GTR. And make sure you stay tuned to see what becomes of this car. So hopefully the GTR curse doesn't continue with this car. But yeah, stay tuned. And yeah, again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.